What is up, you sinners and saints? Welcome back to The Raging Atheist. I'm your boy Nakasuchi, and real quick before I get started with today's video, I promised you guys that I was going to do another 2 videos this week, but I've decided I'm going to really take my time with my favorite atheist videos, so I'm going to push that back a week, and that is why you are going to get this video today on Thursday, and I'm also going to be pushing back my upload day to Friday, so it's going to be every Friday starting next week you'll get a new video. And this week we're going to do Girl Defined.
Most girls dream of finding true love someday. The fairy tales we watched as little girls made romance seem easy, almost perfect. We dream of the day when we'll experience our own happily ever after.
Now this isn't a normal Girl Defined video, this is a cheesy little trailer they made for their book. I kinda have to note that it's better than any trailer I've ever made for any of the books that I've ever written. But aside from all of that, this is going to epitomize why I despise Girl Defined. Everything that I have a problem with Girl Defined about is going to be inside of this trailer for their new shitty book. Like this whole notion of growing up into being a young woman and having this fairy tale idea of what love is. Now I've never been a woman, so I can't give you that side of the story, but I would have to say that if you're a woman and you're growing up and you're becoming a young adult and you still have this fairy tale image of what love is, you might be retarded. I mean, I am raising a daughter, and I'm really hoping that even though now when she's 8 years old and she loves the Disney princesses and she wants to be a princess, that she doesn't have a fairy tale notion of what love is. Love is real, and love is going to involve real people. If you have fairy tale notions of what your lover's going to be, there's no way a real person is going to ever live up to that. And that could be a fundamental flaw with what's wrong with our society. If women are actually believing this bullshit, and as much as I've called out Girl Defined for just uttering horseshit, I have to believe that most women don't think this. Then we're gonna be in pretty big trouble. We need to combat this, and I just can't see that this is a reality though.
Then we grow older, and reality hits. Love isn't as easy as Hollywood made it look. In fact, it's not easy at all.
I mean, I don't really understand evangelical Christianity's hatred of Hollywood, or the right's hatred for Hollywood, for that matter. I just don't really understand it. Do you guys not watch movies? Do you not like going and enjoying good music? Well, I know you only listen to worship music, but you don't like good movies? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. I just don't get what is up with your hatred of Hollywood, and why does Girl Defined seem to blame everything on Hollywood? I mean, I've done a lot of videos on Girl Defined now, and it seems like I think that they think that Hollywood is Satan. Seriously, I think that they think that Hollywood is Satan, and anybody that makes movies or is in the entertainment business are Satan's fallen demons. And I get this from a lot of evangelical Christians. I don't understand it at all.
Love and romance aren't simple, but often painful and complicated. Despite our little girl dreams, so few of us experience lasting love and satisfying relationships.
What statistics are you pulling from? And it depends on your definition of lasting love or satisfying relationships. I don't think that you would be experts in this at all. What makes you an expert? The fact that you have enough money to make a YouTube channel with all the latest technology and suck in a lot of teeny bopper girls, that makes you an expert? Nothing makes you an expert. Nothing. What the fuck have you, what have y'all done?
If love stories play out so perfectly on the silver screen, why aren't we experiencing them in real life? If Hollywood has the answers to true love, why are so many of us struggling with broken hearts, shattered expectations, devastating breakups, and unfulfilled longings?
I don't know, fellas. It seems like Kristen was including herself in that list of bad shit. So maybe everything's not hunky-dory at home with old hubby, and maybe we got a shot.
The problem isn't that we're longing for true love. It's that we're pursuing love in all the wrong ways. Our society promotes the idea that we can completely ignore God's design for love, sex, and romance and still have lasting, satisfying results. That we can define love according to our own terms and still create happily ever afters. But this isn't working.
I mean, please prove to me how society is saying that all that shit that you just said, that society is saying that. Now, I say that. I believe that, and I think that that's spot on. But please prove to me how society is saying that.
Instead of defining love according to our own terms, we need to get back to the author of love himself. Since God is the designer and definer of love and romance, he knows how it should work best. He holds the answers for how to navigate our love lives with clarity and purpose.
You're right. Of course you're right. I mean, God did design love. After all, he made woman from the rib of a man to serve man. So we do need to go back to, biblical terms for love and relationships. Go make me a sandwich.
Whether you're single and struggling to stay content, involved in a confusing relationship and need clarity, trying to guard your heart and stay pure, or wondering how to navigate the path to marriage successfully, God's Word has answers.
Yeah, God's Word does have answers. One of those answers is if your wife comes to you and she's not a virgin on your wedding night, that you are to stone her to death. That's one of the answers. That's one of God's rules for love. But better get to that shit.
We hope you'll join us on a journey to discovering God's beautiful and incredible design for true love and lasting relationships. Say hello to love defined by God.
So basically what we have here is two rich girls who have spent the last several years gathering a ministry for young, impressionable women, telling them some of the, I would say, most fundamental evangelical teachings there are, and pushing them into these biblical matriarchies and trying to push them into this modest bullshit. And they use the Bible to do this. And I'm sure that they're profiting well off of this. And I'm sure that they're going to sell this book to their little teeny bopper followers. And I need to kind of make a note here, because I've spent my entire life with the dream of publishing a book. My dream is to do it the old-fashioned way. And I've been stubborn in this regard. And I've learned a harsh lesson in this regard recently, that it's probably never going to happen. But I wanted to go through one of those old New York houses and publish through a major publisher, so it's kind of my fault that I never published. But I do have to make that note while I'm talking shit about what has to be a shitty book that they're publishing. They wrote a book and published it. So take that for what it's worth. I do note my irony and my hypocrisy here. But at the same time, this is going to be a shitty book. And what I'm going to do for you guys, this is going to be a special edition of The Raging Atheist someday in the future, is I'm going to go buy this shitty book. And I'm going to read it. And we're going to have a book review on Girl Defined's love-defined masterpiece and see what these two experts have to say. So once again, next week I'll be moving the upload date till Friday. There will only be one video next week. I will try to do 2 the following week. I'm going to try to get a little ahead next weekend, so that is the goal. If you like my videos, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share me on your social media, comment in the comment section below. I'll see you soon.